45 minutes left in the trading session. We're seeing some selling pressure coming back in as we head into the last hour. Let's have a look at how things are shaping up. Yeah, 1.06 right now for the S&P. The Dow leading 1.4 in that kind of neighborhood for the last hour or so. The NASDAQ did get positive, but we are heading back to the southbound side here, 0.3. TSX definitely 0.4% in negative territory. Everything else at the bottom here positive, but lots to look at. The Halt Fest has resumed on IHT. Guys, let's get into it.
You're absolutely right, Brendan. I think it's 5 on the session for IHT. It got as high as like 850. Welcome in, guys. We're immediately live and sort of in a couple, and one of them is at IHT, as I say. Just a couple of seconds ago. It just reopened after halting downside. I got back in what seems like a bit of a rollover right here at that 725, 730 mark. I got 23 short. I'm looking to this bottom. I had near the top at 816, but it couldn't get any further than 680. I'm going to take some out in front of there if I can. Rest, let's look for VWAP. We knew it was going to be active today, and that's exactly what happened. The market made an unbelievable comeback. I mean, briefly positive was the NASDAQ. Now it's 0.3. I thought we were going to go to like 1.2 sort of halfway back and then stall out. That didn't happen. So put a smile on your face for any of those longs. Of course, I found myself only a couple of shorts, the IHT, which makes sense. And then Virgin Galactic looking strong, but I'm short in front of 18. So let's see how that goes.
Yeah, I'm trying to find some shorts as well. Welcome, guys. Welcome back if you're joining us from the morning show. We're back live, and it's 3:16, so this is the fastest 44 minutes left in YouTube. So yeah, we're going to be really, I'm looking to fade right now this rally. I think it's been an unbelievable one all the way back today. From the lows that we saw about 13,000, 1370, all the way back up another 300 points or so, up to 13,380 or so on the top. What a big rally back today for the NASDAQ, and we've seen a lot of stocks make those moves as well, including NIO, now up 1.69%, including Palantir, where we tried another short and it got blown out, not blown out. We tried a short at 87 or 88 and got out at O's on the break as well. But right now, Palantir barcoding, what a great trade that was. Then this short, we tried it again. We could have got out, but we were getting a little greedy there. And so right now, Palantir still has this high of 2019. Let's see if it takes it out. Look at the NASDAQ, though. Bump, bump, bump right now. So what goes bump in the night? The NASDAQ goes bump in the night. And we'll wait to see. Wow, Peloton back to $90. Beyond Meat was the one trade that I really was hoping to grab, but it just made a brand new 52-week low today. 100. Its previous 103. Today, it touches 100. Look at this, right on the nose. That was a missed opportunity that we didn't talk about on the pre-show, on the morning show, and that hit unbelievably. 100 as soon as it opened up, and now straight up $10 from there. And then Fisker, the name that I liked for the long side, it's only up 3.5%, but still 4% now. We were talking about this at bottoms and talking about maybe picking some up on this end. So we'll wait to see Apple, Microsoft, Facebook. We'll trade them all here at the close.
Yeah, oh God, I got the key for it. Where is it? Where is it? Where is it? To the moon goes Virgin Galactic. I've been waiting for this one. Shorts pretty much all day long. We had some good longs in the morning, but none of them were on space. Okay, good. No mas. And wow, those wicks would be interesting at down at 16. But breaking through $18, now positive on the session after opening up at 14. I got to catch my breath at how crazy some of these moves are, but a clean $4 move bottom to top. I got no longs in that one. Coinbase, which we took out too early, definitely on watch at the close here. 303. Now it broke once just after lunchtime. This 303 level maybe got to like 33 or so, but triple top here at 303. Looks like a top end break's going to be ready to go here for Coinbase, which has been super strong. I mean, I had the one long. I just probably should have hung on to the second one there and then missed a third entry point. Brendan, what do you got for us, buddy?
All right, a few things bouncing here. Here is another one we were talking about this morning. 3D Systems, guys, just pushing back towards day highs. This is 2430, but volume coming back in 35% for 3D Systems today, guys.
Yeah, 3D Systems, and I see a lot of talk on Roblox as well on the chat. Let me reread this here. The company, which began publicly trading its shares 2 months ago, first quarter loss, $135 million, okay, or 46 cents a share, compared with $74 million or 44 cents a year ago. So They lost more money, earnings per share, and lost more money, period, almost double. And this company now, or this stock now, up absolutely monstrous. They did have more revenue, right? But up 19%. So is that the key? We just need stocks to blow away on revenue. That hasn't been true for a lot of names, but it's definitely true for Roblox today. Now hitting new daily high right now as the NASDAQ taking off right back to fresh positive there again.
Oh, there it is.
On the NASDAQ. So we tweeted out earlier that was positive. Look where Roblox goes, guys, today. Basically $3-4 from its all-time low, hits that in the open, and now you're up to $76 again and just chilling at the top side here. So Roblox just continues to be amazing for the longs, and it's just taken off there. Someone said Palantir's no longer barcoding. Yeah, you're right. It's right here, right now. Oops, I'll zoom this back out a little bit. We are right here at this high of the day again on Palantir. This is 2012. So I'm going to go short against this very high. I know, again, that's a big move up. Let's short a little bit of Palantir here, up 8%. This has turned around 20% today. This thing was down 12 or 13%. More than that, actually 18% or so off open. So what a big move this has been. Let's go short against the high of the day here on Palantir. This is playing with fire.
And remember, we got to be flat by the end of the day. So if you see counter trend trades at times, it's just sometimes risk to reward. It makes a ton of sense when you're time constrained here to make those types of trades. Based on that theory about the revenue, so if I give like Virgin Galactic $1, then they'll have some actual revenue, and then that means the stock should go up like 1,000,000%. So because they make absolutely none. But the stock that is going up here, if there's IHT now.
Yes, Neil, that is correct.
It is true, right?
Yes.
But there's zero revenue. I don't know, whatever, man. It's up $4 today. It is what it is. I tried shorting it like 5 times in the afternoon. I've tried shorting IHT 3 separate times. The first one worked, and I kind of feel like I should just stop chasing it. Every time I think it's going to make a secondary move. Now, the second one here was good. I just didn't hang on. The third looks like maybe it's running out of steam a little bit. I think Coinbase is going to be the next trade for me. Just looking at that triple top, there's a few ways to play this, and I'm going to move to the to both ends of this train. 303, which we're essentially at right now. I mean, I can grab hopefully a short in front of both threes. 303.32 is the high of the day, so you just put a bunch of threes in there, and then that's going to be your stop to the top side, and you can reverse into the long trade. I mean, even a small retracement gets you to 300, maybe down to that $5 winner type area. So I'll see if I can't get a little something. I don't want to cross the entire spread. Let's see if I can't get maybe like 60s or 70s, get an average price in like the 80 range. I want that Coinbase off the top here. It's going to break. If it does break the top, I have no problems going into the long trade. I'm likely to take another look at that IHT at some point, but I wanted to make another press before I make another look at it. Maybe the high of the day, that 850. Tesla's on radar a bit here as it approaches 625 and change. Again, there's a few stocks that look like this. Right up at the top, 1, 2, 3 tests at the high of the day. Coinbase is extended a little bit further. That's why I've decided to go there. But Tesla, very similar looking chart. I mean, I can't tell you how many stocks you're going to pull up, especially that have been beaten up recently. They look exactly the same with this double and triple top after an unbelievable comeback. It's $50 bottom to top on Tesla.
Yeah, I'd rather, we were long Tesla 607, I think it was. Let me check the chart. Yeah, there it is, 607 right here. We had to hold this against ourselves, almost take us out at 600, and then we were celebrating a 612 out. That's $5 there, or probably 4 and change there on Tesla. And then now you're seeing that it's taking out highs. So yeah, about that. Thank you, Tesla, for another big day. Alibaba as well, guys. Another stock that we had early, a 216. It's at 220 and change. Looking to take this top out of 220.80. Alibaba reporting later this week, so that should be a good report coming through. Now positive. Unbelievable, some of the action here that we've had on some of these rebounds today, including Facebook. Facebook, we were long as well. DraftKings, however, this is the thing. This is what I want to talk about. DraftKings, we hit this early, real early off this run. You have to play momentum in DraftKings. There's absolutely no other way to do it from what I've seen. So really happy getting this. We take it at 44, out a piece at 25s, out a piece again at 75s, and then out at 45, basically the high. I mean, it goes up 50 more cents. And now look what it's doing, absolutely nothing. I actually think if the NASDAQ comes back down, that DraftKings is going to be in danger here, guys. Breaking this 43.75, downside. I like that for a short, but you run into 43.60. So let's wait on it. We are short Palantir, but this is what I'm talking about when we're looking at DraftKings. It's very, very tough to trade in the middle of the day. Levels don't hold. If you're scalping, it's tough to trade. If you have a longer term view on something, then I think you could pick up levels. But for right now, DraftKings not on my board unless we're going to go short. You know, the NASDAQ battle's all the way back, guys, and we are still at the same level that we were at 933 here for DraftKings. So that's not holding up any good for them. Palantir, here we go. Averaged in. This did go for me 5 cents, by the way, and we didn't take it, of course. Now we're averaging in. We're going to use 2030 there, the high of the day as an out. Like Neil said, we're going to be flat at the end of the day. So we're just trying to find out, you know, if these levels want to hold. If not, then we're loaded up. So right now, average price 12s here for Palantir.
Yeah, good look, you guys that just pointed out a volume spike in Ocugen here, just making a bounce off of what was all lunchtime at the bottom at 965. It flushed it out, and then on volume gets back into this 10 range. Now it still has to try to break this 10-15. I got to watch out for that Coinbase because it's right up at that top. 303.32 is high of the day. I got 66 a short instead of like 85s. I guess that's splitting hairs, like 20 pennies or so, but should have got maybe a tighter short there if I could. If Ocugen maybe can come, look, it just spiked into that 10 and is failing right now. So if it can come back into like 75, 80, based on that volume, I'll see if I can't buy a little bit of the dip here. It's range-bound trading, so I got to play within the range, but I like the fact that the volume has stepped up. IHT looks like it's trying to roll over again. I was kind of hoping it would get to the high of the day, and then I could play with that level up at the top, but it feels like it wants to go without me and sort of suck me into getting into that short in the same range I just covered. Brendo?
All right, so just reading about OCGN here. They teamed up with that Bharat Biotech in India. So the health regulator, the health board in India has recommended that there be a phase 2/3, so a second half phase clinical trial for ages 2 to 18 in India for that Covaxin, I think it's called, for Covaxin. COVID-19 vaccine, guys. So that seems to be what's bringing the volume into OCGN.
Oh, I want to. Yeah, well, I mean, Coinbase, I'm short it, but it's not breaking out. And then Tesla just broke that 625. Didn't really get very far. It went like $1.50. Someone asked me, what do I feel about Sundial going into earnings tomorrow? Like, I mean, I don't know. I'll wait for it to go up, and then I'll probably short it when it does. Look, Sundial of all the cannabis names is easily the most expensive. So I mean, not literally based on the actual price because it's a penny stock. But you guys know what I'm talking about there. And I tend to find that usually squeezes to the upside. I'll be looking at that dollar level if there's any chance that it goes up. I just feel like with this relief rally, given what it's done, a lot of people that are bag holding or looking for places to get out of some shares that have been depressed a little bit, and Sundial probably falls into that category, is you're seeing recovery coming into some names where people might want to get that money in. I mean, Apple's not even participating in this move. Some of the chip makers are probably going to be a little bit of value as well. I just sort of feel like some people might even want to put that money into crypto. Like, it is what it is. I'm not a firm believer that we're going to get any push through like $1 or anything like that. I wouldn't hold long going into the earnings here, but I also didn't think that Virgin Galactic would get to $18 today by any stretch of the imagination, and that clearly has happened. I can't believe only one trade on, and it's still this Coinbase, which is right up at the top here. Now, it's not just 303. I'll show you the bigger look here, looking at this 305 level. So even if it breaks out through the top, it's probably worth at least a little bit of a scalp on any reversal to the long side in front of 05s, and then maybe you look at the 05 in case it can break there, because there's been resistance at these levels, which clearly has sent the stock to the downside. So those are all good breakout prices, if it can even go. I'd be a little bit shocked if we sat here in a $1 range at the top on Coinbase for the rest of the day. But I've said the same thing about OCGN, that there's no way it's going to fail to break this range, and then it sits there and does absolutely nothing. So that's exactly what it's doing here. It can't break 10.05. I wanted to be in at VWAP, and it can't seem to even pull back either. So waiting for a dip on OCGN that hopefully we can take advantage of.
Okay, I was actually just going to look at OCGN myself. I like this break if it happens, 10-10. The high is 10.15, but just want to try to get it a little earlier. If we can get up into this area, 10.10, we'll take that and then only hold it back like 9.95. Like we're struggling right now, 9.95, 9.92. So I think this is worth it. We know they can get going. It doesn't really have it in it right now, but hey, volume increased. Brendan just brought that to our attention. You see a big volume spike there, bringing this thing all the way up. So here it comes. We're going to get long right now. It looks like on OCGN, and we'll probably get stopped out soon on Palantir because this just keeps ripping up. It's not a big position into the close. I mean, I love OCGN. It's like, I mean, sorry, Palantir, we just got into OCGN. I love this stock, and I really hate shorting it, but at some point, I can't believe how much this is up today, and I'm actually pissed off that really I didn't reload down. I mean, my average price is lower than this, but really can't believe that we didn't reload more down there, but what are we gonna do? What's up, Brendo?
I just saw NIO here. Remember when this was down 9%? Like, that was fun times this morning. It's now up 2%, just got back above 35, starting to hold here for NIO. Like, just amazing moves today.
And
unbelievable moves.
I mean, speaking of unbelievable moves, that 3D up 33% on the session. It tried to roll, like, I'm going to go to the daily just if I can here, just very, very quickly. You can sort of see this is like 24 bucks here. This is like that 24.50 level. The 50 period is going to show you just below that 25. And then you're going to get a top, sort of a double top, I mean, just above this 24 and a quarter, and trying to roll over. This is very similar. Well, I mean, I shouldn't even say that. There's a lot of names that are basically breaking out and consolidating off the highs of the day. So if you can give it to that top, which I think I can, it's not that I want to only be short here. I wanted to pick something up on a dip that's set up for me. I'm just not necessarily seeing anything, but I mean, 3D, I did try it once. When it broke VWAP, of course, that was a bit of a trap. I'll see it off the top, the high of the day, is Coinbase gets in the money about 50 pennies. Maybe I'll take some out in front of 301 because we're running out of time here. There's only a half an hour left, and that took forever to get going, but Coinbase short, I still like the long if it breaks the high, and I'll look to short 3D off the high of the day. I mean, if this stock gives even halfway back to VWAP, that's a great trade because it's up like $6 bottom to top. These moves are absolutely crazy.
Yeah, no, today's a nuts day, and we talked about that earlier. I sent out a video earlier.
Crazy.
I was like, oh my God, get ready for this day. This should be nuts. And it looks like it is. Oh, so there we go. So in and out of OCGN, that was fast. We didn't really do anything there. We got in, it didn't break. We got out of half right there at 06 for 5 cents, and then we just got out there for a 15-cent loss there. But I don't want to. Today's not an OCGN kind of day, guys. Like when the market's moving like this, money's looking elsewhere on days like today. So I don't have any expectations for those. I was just trading it off that news in case there was some kind of a break. So no on that. All right, we just took out some Palantir. We got a little bit more at 23. Someone said, where are we going to dump this thing? Basically at day's high and give it a little bit. So a little bit of slippage there. So it's at 2025 is the day's high. If we take out the 30s, then we'll get out. This is the thing. I'm agreeing. I think I agree with everybody on the chat here that Palantir just so strong. This is a NASDAQ NASDAQ move on the way down here. And as you can see, Palantir not moving down. So Palantir may have now, guys, seen its worst days. I know that's crazy because, this movement's pretty bad to the downside. But if that's not sort of a candle that tells you everything you need to know. We went right into this area that we talked about, and then it just said no thank you and followed the market to the promised land straight upside. So Palantir now, I mean, load up if you're not loaded up already, but I don't know. If we get a pullback down, I'm a huge buyer now, 16, 17 on Palantir because it's already showed its face. It went down there today and was only down there in the pre-market. And that's when we took that long. And then all of a sudden just exploded basically from 930. That's the jump right there, this candle. Bang, straight upside, like almost $2, $3 in like 10 minutes there. And we were like, huh? But thank God we were able to make a little bit of money on that. Then the short cashed, and now we're short in not cashing. So that's that. 3D looks like it's at the top as well. Apple is the big worry to me. This is one that I bought yesterday, higher than this because it's down today, and that's shocking to me. With all these moves back to the upside, Apple, the biggest cap tech there is, doesn't go. So little bit nervous on that, and I don't know if that's a telltale sign of maybe the market's not as strong as we think it is. But yes, sir. AMD,
I would tend to agree with that.
Yeah, AMD though made it back to positive at least. So yeah, I don't know. It's just if Apple is going to be forewarned there, Neil, I'm a little nervous because it led the way down this time. So that's not a good sign.
I would tend to agree with that sentiment, and we'll drop the money train in here because I didn't get 3D. I mean, obviously I didn't get 3D because you guys can't look. If I had the position, it would show on the board. I wish I had it at 23 in the 60s or 70s. It's starting to roll over. We at least got the Coinbase. Now, I want to take a couple of legs out in front of 300, not just because there's 25 minutes left, but also because this is looking strong. It's putting in higher lows the entire way here and then wedging towards a breakout. So I don't mind scalping this short for whatever it can give me. Now, if it gives me another leg at 300, I'll probably say to myself, I might only get that $5 at 298 for the last third. It is what it is. The longs have been much better. The breakout is still in form. There is a bid on 3D here at 23.50, which is holding. Never mind. It just broke. I was hoping it would bounce off that 50, then get me the entry into the mid 70s, and then it broke. So I'm not going to chase 3D. If it comes back up to me on the offer, I'll go ahead and take that short off the high of the day. Brendo?
I was just checking to see what is weak at this point. The market coming back to the downside here. Airlines, guys, stayed in negative territory the entire day. They did have that initial push like the rest of these names we've been looking at. But Delta here down 2.5%. There's some chatter around that Colonial Pipeline shutdown takes a lot of the aircraft fuel to the east coast of the U.S. So this air fuel, or jet fuel, I guess it's called, shortage could be an issue for some of these airlines, guys.
Yeah. There's some weakness around here.
That makes sense. What about Boeing and sterling silver? Yeah, you did mention that earlier, and Valeria brought it, and then I got distracted. So thank you for reminding me. Look at this high right there, 229 on Boeing. We'll see if we can visit that tomorrow. That's a great breaking out spot right there. Oh, Palantir, we're doing little backflips. But I said we would talk about this a little bit here. Again, anybody that's noticing this, we don't really get long anything until we're above the 50-day moving average. But Boeing could be a little bit different because you do have some support, I believe anyways, at this 220, 210 area right around here. That's where we were earlier. We got down to 223. What a big move this was to the back. But, on the reopen, I like Boeing. As long as they stay out of trouble, then Boeing's going to be a winner. We do know that they have everything was it 747, 737?
737.
Don't remember anymore. 737. So they have a lot riding on that getting back in the air and successful again, right? Not just in the air, but people having confidence in them. So that's going to happen on that. So I would wait for. I wouldn't get any more long in Boeing right now. It's stuck in the middle, guys. But look what's happening right here, and we're about. I got to get a little piece of it again.
Market's turning a bit.
Yeah, Palantir turning now. Thank God. There it is. 06 is out. Bang. Big wins here on Palantir now. Whoops, that's the daily chart. Here we go. This is the minute-by-minute chart here. So big, you can see my average price right now, 17s. Let's just see where we go. Take a 7, take a 16, take a 24. We got the fun going, so let's see how low this thing wants to go. I said in the chat, I picked the wrong symbol, man. Everything else, I see your Coinbase is rocking and rolling. Like everything else.
3D's heading back up to the top. So, I mean, look, Coinbase, I actually just took another leg out of Coinbase, so I should probably celebrate it. We'll go... it's kind of hard. Hitting the bear on a stock that's doing this is kind of ridiculous, but it is a short that I have on right now. I just got some more 3D. I said, let's see if it can't bounce off that 50 order. Well, it broke that 50 order. Bounces a little bit to the upside, so I'm shorting into the high of the day here. Coinbase obviously heading a little bit nicely, a little bit more nicer for me here. I'll risk about 40 or 50 cents, depending on what the slippage ends up being through the high of the day on 3D. But keep in mind, this is last consolidation was down to like $22, like $1.50 away from where it currently sits and where my price is. So there's a lot of room to run to the downside. On a day like today, which is so volatile, I would almost say any of these big cat names, I am going to be glued just to make sure that the imbalance doesn't come out against me, especially in something like this where buy imbalance comes through. I'm not going to give it through that high of the day. I say it every single time. 3D is definitely going to fall into that category. I'm going to be bidding in front of 23.25, probably somewhere around that 23 even, and then let's see if the rest, if there's an actual sell-off, profit taking, which there hasn't been much of in 3D systems today, but let's see if it can't get that 22 all the way down there and holds for a bit of a home run style trade with 20 minutes to go. Coinbase bounces off 300, which I thought it might do. I'm still looking for reversal through high of the day, but we're running out of time for that breakout.
Yeah, for sure. So, damn it. We talked. I'm still looking at Palantir here. Well, I don't know. It just ripped up. So this is what I mean, man. If I just shorted anything else when we started shorting Palantir, this is Apple negative stock. I see you, Sterling. There. You're talking about Microsoft. Right now, like wow, it's right at VWAP. That is a good look right there. 245 bottom, 244.75. Yeah. Wow. Okay. So again, a little disappointed with the big cap techs today. I just thought that they would go more than this on the strong rebound. Microsoft did, we were long this thing early. My only losing stock today is going to be this name. And yeah, this is what we did earlier. We believed in it. We went long, and then literally got out, as my kids would say, at the bottom. I mean, we saved ourselves 50 cents. So it's not literally the bottom, but it's close enough. And then it ripped up. I don't know why. Like, what is up with 246.50 right here? That's going to be a problem spot for me as well. I don't like that this rally is not being kept up by some of these big caps. So I'm going to say no to that sterling silver right now. If anything, I don't mind a short if it gets going. But Neil already brought up a good point, and that was the imbalances, right? We still have, this is the most craziest stock. We still have the imbalances that come at this is Facebook. We still have the imbalances that come at 350. So we're going to wait to see what that does for some of these names. And hopefully it drives them one way or the other strong so that we can get an idea of which way that we want to go. But again, we're flat in 20 minutes. So we're trying to scalp off wins here, right? We're not looking to hold anything. And I generally scalp anyway, so that's good. But right now, just looking for high breaks, low breaks, things like that, things that are barcoding that might break out heading into the close. Roblox was one that, damn it, 77, up 20 points today, 20%. An unbelievable run. This may be one to consider short, I would think. Is just so high up today. Maybe a break of 76 to the downside for Roblox might be something, guys.
I'm going to do it again. This is absolutely insane. So I'm shorting Virgin Galactic again. This is now 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, and I got in twice, but that's really 5. The 6th time that I'm shorting Virgin Galactic, and never, there was once when it actually would have given me about like a 67, like a decent enough move, and of course I got stopped out of it. This one would have been okay as well, but I got out too soon. This time, it finally broke the high of the day, 1803. Got to 1820 and then just couldn't follow through. So this first sign of selling below 18, I'm going to jump into it again. I'll probably give it to the evens instead of a high of the day. 3D Systems is basically doing nothing. It's barcoding around that 75.80, and then Coinbase can't break 300. All short as the market tries to roll over at these stocks, which are at the high of the day. An odd feeling, Brennan.
CCL, cruise lines, just popping up here. You can see big volume just came into CCL here, took it up through 26. They just updated their restart plan for the U.S. That looks like it's going to include Florida and Texas. So just heads up on CCL, guys, if anyone's watching that. A few headlines coming out there.
Yeah, I just took a small long there at 87 right here. So it does spike up. I saw that headline as well. It does spike to, I'm glad I didn't get that. It does spike to 26. And the thing is, it comes right back. So this is where I go long, right? I go long in an area that it should be. And so what we try to do is or what I try to do anyways, is try to analyze and say, okay, if that was good news and it comes right back to where it was before the news, then, we got to take the long and at least try it. So right now on CCL, here we go. Long 87s, it just went up for us to 98 there. So it goes a dime about in the money. Let's take that out for half if we can. That was already the highs, previously 26. So we'll take out half there and then see if we can hold the rest. And then good thing we got out of, we're not holding half. Palantir will be a loser if here it goes. When it goes to the upside, we will get out of Palantir very, very soon. And here we go. As soon as it breaks 31s, 30s, we'll get out at 31. But good thing we did just clean some of that out right here, guys. So it's not going to be as big of a hit as we had thought maybe it could be. So Palantir, wow, it just stops there. Maybe we should take it. Let's take a little bit out just in case, guys. We'll take some 27s there. Just in case it looks like it's going to break. So if we could save ourselves 4 or 5 pennies, that's fine. We're short at 20. So, this will be a 10-cent hit. So that is okay. And then CCL coming back in. We're going to get out if it breaks this low, 75. So let's wait to see if the CCL news is actually anything or not.
Of course, I go to 3D, which is now at 24. I'm short 23.76. And it's IHT that just halts to the downside. So it's interesting because if you look at this, it's basically putting in the same retracement. Like it goes like $1.50 and then halts or just stalls out, and that's the same thing. It's basically happening here, 8 to like 6, 9, maybe like $1.10 or so, and then you're gonna get this halt. Now, is there actually gonna be follow through? I kind of look back towards what was this floor, what was this halt price to the upside, like a 707. If it opens in this range and can't take that out, you got to think there's a decent shot that there's going to be some real selling that comes in and dumps it for a second round, which just hasn't happened. It'll make a top and make one move. There hasn't been that real follow through just yet. If it does open back up and try to get to the high, it's worth noting this is sliding back down. These highs are a little bit lower each time. I'd be looking at like 750 or 760 to see if it can't crack that one. You know I got into Virgin Galactic. You know it's about to break 18, so like the 7th time I try it, is that going to be the charm? I don't think so. It's probably going to stop me. Coinbase, I kind of moved my bid. We're getting into that close trade, and I kind of feel like if the imbalance is going to come out while I'm sitting in the money here, I might want to give it a shot to roll over through 298 instead of only limiting myself to that $5 winner, just in case there's a bit more sell action that comes through to it. It's the one that's sitting in the money right now, so I want to make sure that the stock that I had the best read on the day is the one that I sort of keep my eyes on and keep the position going. Tesla did not hold that breakout at 625, so at least we were in the right place, Coinbase versus Tesla.
Yeah, and I'm not going to complain at all because we actually got very, very lucky to the point where Palantir now goes right back into the money. So we'll just go Santa Claus? We'll just do a little celebration there. Oh, Santa Claus didn't work. Okay, that's fine. Then we'll just go Brendan. Why not?
Why do we still have Santa Claus?
We haven't done this one in a while. None of my stuff is working, guys. That's okay.
Which one do you want?
No, the board not working. Okay, Palantir, we just took some 17s there. Like we said, we're not going to.
Yay. Did you hit that? I didn't hit that.
They must have. Oh. That's okay. But it doesn't matter. Palantir upside, CCL. Someone said that's a surprise that I'm back in this name. Yeah, I mean, I like Carnival. I like trading Carnival. This was just basically on the news. We're long at 87 here, and we're waiting for 75 to break. I thought that would be decent spot there, starting up again. California. I don't even remember what it was. California, whatever you said, Texas, things like that. So CCL doesn't look like it wants to go though, but. Well, that's CCL. I'm still waiting for the bottom to come through. I don't know. Okay, the one thing about Palantir, I said someone say Palantir to 22 tomorrow. I'm very, very hard to disagree with that because Palantir can run. We know that. I think that's the bottom. I'm pissed off that I didn't get more long at 17 today, but we're on the show. We made a little bit of money doing the show anyways. So, Brendan, give it to us.
It's about that time. Let's have a look, if my screen will load, at some earnings, guys. We are indeed still in earnings season. There are a few interesting ones to come before we get to tomorrow. So these are going to be all either aftermarket tonight or before the open tomorrow. There we go. So we can throw that up and show you.
Yeah, we see you, Sundial. We see you, Quabscape and Lemonade, that cool, refreshing drink, or the insurance company, which is probably a little bit overvalued there. And oh wait, okay, I actually just got into Ocugen. I think there's going to be some interesting ones there. EA Sports we didn't mention. That could be, there's obviously the juxtaposition between EA Sports and Roblox and their subsequent valuations there, and maybe Roblox is going to be a takeout target, but I kind of feel like if EA Sports craps the bed, that might not, Roblox is so strong today, it might not take much to have some profit taking, but I think EA to the downside could be a little bit of that. Now, I just defended Ocugen off of VWAP. Now it bounced through, it bounced off of 80. And I'll take it and try to get some shares in front of VWAP as well, just to see if it can come back to the high end. Sometimes you get a range-bound trade, and if I can take advantage of that, I'll go ahead and try to do that with OCGN here, maybe even like scalp like 10, 15 pennies. It can't seem to break the high. Now, a couple of times it's gotten to those teens and just sort of reversed a few times off this like 10, 16, 10, 15 area. So if it breaks out, I'll probably have a small amount left, if anything. And then 3D, I feel like this is going to be a losing trade. It's obvious that we're counter trend here. It's still consolidating off the high. Like it's gone out of the money like 30 pennies. It's gone in the money even less than that, and we're still looking for a bigger move. At some point, the imbalances are about to come out here. I might take this out, either get stopped out off. Ooh, I can't like that one. You guys aren't using this shot. It's a great shot. Anyways, I might get stopped out either on this little break at 350 if the imbalances come the wrong way, or I might have to manually punch out if I'm against the grain when it comes to that one. And of course, Virgin Galactic, it's sort of the same story. It's breaking towards the high. I might just, you know what, I'm not holding Virgin Galactic against into the imbalance, guys. I'm just going to cover this one. No need for a 7th short to be the last one. I'll go with 3D and Coinbase, which are both looking a little bit less hairy than Virgin Galactic, which has been too strong for me.
We used to have an image of like a boat. Oh, there it is. Missed the boat. Okay, there it is. So we'll do that one. There it is. Here's me. This is me. I'm getting on the Carnival cruise line. Get up. Come on. Get me. There it is. A nice out there on Carnival, guys. 98s. I told you we take that dime piece. So there it is. We do take it, and we'll wait to see now what Carnival wants to do to the upside. But there it is. We take that nice little 10, 10. what am I talking about? 10-cent win there on Carnival. So we all take that, and we'll see where it goes now. But that's a good win for me on Carnival. So now we'll hold back. If it goes downside, we'll get out. 10-cent win, 10-cent loss. Fine for me. I don't think that's going to happen, but let's see if it can rip up to the upside. In just a couple seconds, guys, we do have the imbalances coming out. So we'll wait on those. When they come out, we will see what is in store for us. So Carnival Cruise Line's coming out in a couple 30 seconds or so. You talk about QS. You guys want a swing play? I like QS right now for a swing play for tomorrow. It's in earnings, so you have to understand this is going to be a big risk spot for anybody that takes this. But if we see anything, what's being rewarded today, right? Like, basically, if you're a garbage company and you report something that isn't so bad, maybe there'll be some upside here. So I like QuantumScape. I like what they're doing. It's a holding of mine. I trimmed it incredibly that day at 37, but I think there's an opportunity here for QS to do something into tomorrow. So we'll see about earnings. I mean, it's just been beat down so much. Does it have a chance to take out 40 tomorrow? This is going to sound ridiculous, and this would be like a 40% move upside, but hey, if something good comes from QuantumScape tomorrow, then you're going to get a big move down. I wonder what the short interest is on this name, and I like it because I saw that on the board. So QuantumScape tomorrow, I don't know. I'm not buying more. I'm on the show. We talk about that all the time. But I do think that QuantumScape does have that chance. So let's wait to see tomorrow for QS, guys. Worth it, in my opinion. If you want to play options and not lose that much, maybe that's that. What's the bottom? 24, 23? It's not a crazy amount of risk. So let's wait to see what happens with QS. I like it tomorrow for that reason. Palantir now 7 cents in the money off this short. We've just been getting it out. I still think we crack through 20. Oh, and balance time. Let's have a quick look at that. What's going on here?
Disappointing.
I actually need to adjust this because I have the wrong filters up. There it is. So here it is. Whoa. SLB, PCGI. I don't see anything too much here, Neon. Did you say boring? Yeah.
It's pretty boring. I mean, I don't think anyone's concerned about Schlumberger, but a little bit concerned about Coinbase. I mean, nothing crazy on the imbalances, but it is testing towards the high. It may be enough time for like a quick little scalp to the breakout. I did take a bunch out in front of that 300. That's sort of the reason. I tried to let it break. It got to like 299.50 or so, didn't really get down to that 298 area. And then 3D is testing the high as well. So if either of these break the top, or, I mean, we're running out of time because it's the end of the day, I'll have to get out of it. If it's 355 or later, I'm not taking the breakout on Coinbase. I just go ahead and cancel that and leave the stop in there to get flat. OCGN was starting to bounce. And then just started to slow down here. I'm like, you can't even get past 10? Like, you kidding me? So I might have to take a little bit out at 10. Maybe, look, it's running out of time to even reload at VWAP at this point because with only 7 minutes to go, either it gets towards the high and I'm just out of everything in front of the high of the day on OCGN because it's too late for a breakout. I think Coinbase, if one of these is going to go and give me a chance to reverse into a long, it's probably going to be Coinbase, and I'm not letting OCGN get past this 980 mark, so I'll risk about like 10 cents. See if it can't get to that 10-15 high, and we can make 15 to 20.
Okay, yeah, so just reading something from the wife there. What's up, wife? Okay, Palantir right now, downside. So now we're 10 cents in the money. Our average price, I think at the beginning of this all was like 17. It's going to say 22 now, but you can see the prices there. 7s plus 17s plus 23s. So whatever that is, that was our average price. The way our system works, of course, is it just shows you kind of the last. It's like a first in, first out, and then obviously the last ones that we have on are what's on board right now. So I'm not really in the money here, 12 pennies, but we are in the money 7 or 8 anyways on this short. So far so good here on Palantir. Coming back in, probably worth taking. We only have 7 minutes left. You could probably see the numbers when they cross today. They've been absolutely monstrous for us here. So really happy with the way this day's pairing out. All I have is CCL and Palantir and nothing else. Roblox.
Oh, I got this dude on 24 even in 3D. Yeah, look at that. Look, I really want to have 11,000 shares in change on like multiple ECNs. There's no possible. I mean, are you kidding me? Like, I always see those stack bids. That's like algo time, like actually bidding it up and buying it. And then you see it break just like that. A lot of deep prints went through and some of that was pulled. You see those fun games that get played every now and then. Hopefully, when you see that nonsense get pulled or filled, it can actually flush to the downside. It hasn't happened yet. Obviously, I'm still sitting here with the 76 short. But every now and then you see some shenanigans on the level 2 that are worth pointing out. Like I said, we're about a minute till 3:55, and it's not annoying, it's just frustrating when you think something is going to make a move. I'm shocked that 3D Systems wouldn't either just like blow out this short that I have on, just break the high of the day and start running, or make a retracement. The fact that it's going to sit here and then probably make a move at 4 o'clock is a little bit frustrating when you're day trading, and we got to be flat. There's nothing I can do about it. I have to cover this no matter what. Hopefully that nonsense at 24 even is going to cause a bit of a spike to the downside. We're going to have to pull some of these bids up because we're running out of time to get that deep of a move. If I have to take a small scalp trade, it'll be it because I got to be flat. Brendan?
Saw Smile Direct, guys. Another one we mentioned at the beginning of the show this morning. If you joined us this morning, making day highs here as we speak, heading into the close. So up 3% here for Smile Direct. Another one that has reversed significantly. It's worth mentioning. We had the total imbalance was a little bit of a sell to start. It's now flipped to quite a large buy. So big buyers apparently stepping up, guys, into the close.
Yeah. So big buyers. Oh, by the way, we just got out of CCL there for flat. We take 10 cents and then lose 7 cents. So make a little bit of money. But whatever, it's not a big deal on that one. Our Palantir, I'm bidding 5s right now to get that bid. Well, that was 6s. So let's see if Palantir will give us this 5 bid. We just took some more out at 9. It's the only trade that we have on right now. So it's the only thing I'm worried about. Let's check out the imbalances one more time here in New York. And as you can see, Slumberjay, Jeff. Hey, what's up, Jeff? Vici there, PCG. That used to be a really popular name. I want to give a big shout out to my mom who's watching. What's up, Mom? Happy belated Mother's Day, although we spoke, but unfortunately weren't able to see each other. We'll see you very, very soon. Your grandkids obviously love and miss you, so that should be fun times when that comes in. Oh yeah, and by the way, Grandma, they're going to be sleeping over at your house because we need to celebrate when this is all over with. So they're coming over, and what's up to you? And she said, who's more handsome, me or my brother? I said my brother. So what's up to Michael? Okay, Palantir to the downside. Similar to you, right, Neil?
No. Len's better looking. He's a salsa dancing instructor. He rock climbs. He's 6'3". It's like
a dancer.
Literally everything is better.
He can draw.
But I want to shout out. I have to shout out because I want to thank Rob because she's watching. Thank you for always leaving the gate open so we could swim in Sean's pool as when we were younger. That's what it was all about for free, and then leaving the back door open so we could have the burgers.
One time someone was throwing down burger. Like I wasn't even home. I come home and these guys are barbecuing.
Whatever,
and I'm like, who gave you those? You're like,
Thank
I don't know.
you.
Your back door was open. I thought I had a security system, but I guess not. But anyways, fun times there. That's Brampton. All 3 of us from Brampton. Valeria, myself, and Neil, all from Brampton, right? Brendan also from Brampton. So if you know anything about Brampton, what's up to B-Town?
All right, okay. Just back to trading. I got to cover the Oxygen. It's just not going, and 3D is going to be basically the same thing. I'll give it like maybe 1 or 2 more minutes just to see if it can flush down. But at some point you got to or get off the pot, and we're getting off the pot pretty quickly here. I still think Coinbase has a better shot. Just because I can maybe take it out still for that 300 and get like $2 or $3 out of it. But 3D Systems is determined to hang out at the high and probably blow through the top at the open or flush the second I'm out. Brendan?
Another one worth noting here, L Brands, guys, pushing back towards the highs as well. There's a whole bunch of news that came out in the pre-market this morning. I got away from this. I was going to double check on this at the open, but it was pretty weak throughout the day. So they came out this morning and said instead of selling the Victoria's Secret brand, they're going to spin it off into a separate company. So that was the news, or the majority of it in the pre-market here for LB, but still negative, guys.
All right, shout out to LB there. Yeah, don't make sure they don't stop producing those things, that's for sure. We may just get out now with only 2 minutes to go, guys. Been a big show. Super happy with the way the market turned itself around today. Like, woo, that was fun into the close. So not much, though, into the close, unfortunately. It wasn't too crazy. You see the NASDAQ did have a little bit of a move up and then back down there. So we're able to take a little bit of this money on Palantir and just finish our day at our highest spot. So it's been a big day. We're really super happy with that. Check in on crypto, ADA 175 and moving. We love ourselves some Cardano. And then ETH takes out, I don't have it up, guys, but here, I'll put it up right now. ETH takes out 41 again. So congratulations anyone on Ether today. Big move. It touched 3,500. I tweeted out that my bids were at 3,200, 3,300, sorry, so we missed that one as well. Let's just get out of Palantir, and we gone, man. It's been a big day.
Yes, sir. I mean, I just got out of both 3D Systems there. It got out of Coinbase the last bit flat, but we'll take the hit, and it's going to be that 24 area. Call it 25 cents, 30 cents. Basically the same thing when we shorted off of VWAP earlier. So 0 for 2 on 3D Systems. It's still a good day today. Obviously, good recovery in the markets. I will have been wrong on that poll. I thought down 0.12%.
Yeah,
But we're basically flat on the NASDAQ. I mean, can it actually get back to green in the next minute or so? That is the real question. I mean, obviously the ES has zero chance of getting there, but the NASDAQ still could.
Yeah, we cover that trade and actually get out luckily there at 14. Just a quick check on the imbalances into the close, see if it's doing anything. Just to show you guys, like, look, Schlumberger is a big sell, right? And then watch, you see, it's not doing anything to the stock. So that's what I'm talking about. Oh, there's your space, a little bit of a buy at the end of the day. And you can see as the market getting ready to close, all the imbalances now paired off. So you shouldn't have a big market changing event here at the close. But with only 20 seconds to go, Miss V is going to be on the bell. We're not going to miss it this time. A big shout out to everybody. Join us tomorrow. Again, we're not closing the show, but we only have 15 more seconds as we'll watch Virgin Galactic basically at day's high. Wow.
I'm shocked. We're going to drop that countdown in for you guys and not forget it like we did in the morning. It was so crazy in the morning. We forgot to do the countdown. 5, 4, 3, 2. Ring that bell, Miss V. Stick a fork in it. And you guys with the extra pineapple. This is going to become a thing now. It's like the Pineapple Express. Yeah, pineapple and pizza. No. You guys keep saying it in the chat. I still don't like it. I don't care what you say.
Okay, so on that note.
Yeah, let's have a look.
On
guys,
that note.
let's have a look at the market.
On that note. Oh, God.
There we go.
Wrong note.
It's Randy today, so
Oh, no wonder.
it's a little
That's
delayed.
right.
That's right.
0.9. Did we get positive? We did not. 0.1 to the downside for the NASDAQ. 1.4 there for the Dow. But everything else down here looks pretty good. Even oil made it back to 0.6 to the upside, guys.
So on that note, Randy. Yo, my screen, bro. No, my screen. My trading screen. There it is, finally. Okay, so
Take it easy on the guy.
Yeah, there it is. Yeah, take it easy on Randy. Okay, yeah, my bad. So here's a Hawaiian slice. So Lucas went and grabbed the Hawaiian slice, and there it is. And not only that, and Lucas, I'm going to show this if you don't mind. Does he mind? He does not? Okay. There it is. So rubbing it in Neil's face and eating that. So there it is. I'm glad that Lucas was able to enjoy that Hawaiian pizza there, guys. So that's it. Pineapple, ham, bacon.
Valeria just confirmed she's on my side too, so I'm not sitting here alone with the whole no pineapple on pizza thing. One of these days we'll figure it out. Like, and
you know how popular pizza is in Russia, so Valeria definitely on.
I wouldn't know. Is it?
Yeah, no, I know Valeria. Yeah, Valeria goes, no, it's not really that popular.
Really?
Okay, guys, look, let's just wrap this thing up. I mean, there's not too many. There are earnings coming. I don't think there's anything hitting the board right now. The one for me to watch out for, we talked about this over and over on the afternoon show, is QS. Let's see if they beat. We'll see if they do or not. We are excited for everything. Guys, what a fantastic show. Thank you for joining us. Thank you for joining us in the morning. Hit that like button if you haven't done that yet. Hit the subscribe. You'll get notifications every time we're live. Anything, Brendan?
I can't see anything yet. I mean, there's some that are 410, 415 today, so it's probably going to be a little while, guys.
The important thing is remember to come back tomorrow morning, because as wild as today was, tomorrow could be it'll be even better, I actually think, especially if some of these names can hold up around these tops. I'm looking at you, Virgin Galactic.
Quick shout out to production if you guys have that shot. Let's go. Randy and Lucas, what's up? Thank you guys. There it is, the thumbs up, the waves. That's our automotive expert, Randy, Trader TV Randy. Follow him on Twitter.
Multi-talented Randy.
Yeah, he's crazy. He's doing everything around here. Yeah, shaking. Yeah, he knows the truth. That's the problem. For Neil, for Brendan, for Miss V, I'm Sean, and this is Trader TV Live. Thank you for joining, and we'll see you tomorrow.
Bye, guys.